What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to speak to you about how to get sponsored as an athlete in the fitness industry, so stay tuned.
Cause they don't wanna see us win. They don't wanna see us win. Man, they would rather see us fall. Man, they would rather see us fall. See, people easily forget.
What's up, guys? I'm making this video because I know there's a lot of you out there that really want a sponsorship. I get a lot of messages on my social media accounts because people see that I am affiliated with Riderwear and Cage Muscle Subs. And they want to know, how do I reach out? How do I be considered? What sort of accreditations do I need? All that sort of stuff. So I wanted to make a video and address all of those topics. I also do work with the sponsorship team, the company that I'm working for. So I do have some inside knowledge in that sense. So I wanted to help provide as much value as possible to you guys. So that you can have the best chances of becoming a sponsored athlete if that is something that you want to pursue. The first thing that is the most important thing for you to understand is that a sponsorship is a business agreement. Okay, a lot of people think that a company will sponsor an athlete because they're promising, they're doing a really good job at whatever their sport may be, and the company wants to help push them along and be associated with them because of that. And I think that previously that may have been the case, but these days typically it's a business agreement because the company is trying to get two things out of the agreement, which is exposure and sales. And the athlete obviously will get either clothing or food or whatever it is that the company, the product is that the company makes, and potentially a monetary return as well. So depending on their status and what they can bring to the company. So you need to consider that. That is the main reason why a sponsorship would occur these days. So the first thing that I would do in your situation if you were looking for a sponsorship is to do some research on the company. So you've decided you want to be sponsored by X company. Get up their website, take a look at what it is that they believe in, what's their brand message, why do they create the products that they do? And have a think about whether that's in line with what you believe in as well, because that is going to be a very important part of this agreement. So you're not going to want to push or promote a product that sends a message that isn't what you're about, because it's not going to work and your followers and your fans are going to see that it's fake. So that would be the first thing that I would do. The second thing I would do is to go onto their Instagram account or their social media accounts, have a look at their hashtags and see if they already have ambassadors or sponsored athletes, and take a look at what they are like. What are they all about? How many posts are they putting up? What sort of content do they post? All those types of things. Just get an idea about what it is that it looks like, what it looks like to be a sponsored athlete for that company, and see if that's even something that you want to be associated with. Because a lot of the time you might think it sounds all glamorous, but actually it is a lot of work and a lot of people don't understand that. So that would be the next thing to do. Moving along, the next thing would be questions to ask yourself. So here's my top 5 questions that I would suggest that you ask yourself before approaching a company for a sponsorship. What type of content do I post? So get your Instagram account up, have a scroll through, take a look at what it is that you post. Do you have, if you're trying to apply for a position in the fitness industry as an athlete, do you post fitness related posts? Or is your Instagram filled pictures of your dog and your children and a park bench and a tree? Because that sort of content, first of all, is not going to attract the audience that you will need to promote this brand to, but it also is going to be a shock to your current followers if you start posting all this fitness related stuff that's a branded message, because they're going to see straight out that you are promoting this brand because you're being paid or you're being provided products, and instantly your influence is not there. People don't believe that you actually like and use this product. They can see right through it. So that's the first thing to consider. The second one would be, how often are you posting? If you're someone that posts only once a week, and then you apply to be an ambassador for a company, maybe a supplement company for instance, you may find that they're asking you to post 3, 4, 5 times a week. If you're already posting 1 time a week, then that means that your feed is going to be filled with brand messages, pictures of this product, and it's very off-putting to your followers if that instantly happens out of nowhere, and you will lose a lot of your followers in that case. So I think for many people that understand Instagram, they know that you need to be posting on a daily basis, at least on a daily basis, once a day, to really be getting content out there and getting as much exposure as possible and increasing your follower count. That is really important. So if you're someone that's posting once a day, you know, and then you need to be posting all these other posts for this other company, for instance, then it doesn't look as bad, because then you could do 2 posts a day, 1 for the company, 1 for yourself, etc. So that's something to consider. Number 3 would be the quality of your images. Are the images on your Instagram account all grainy selfie iPhone photos? Because if they are, it's not very attractive to a brand, because a brand will look at your account and think, what type of content are they posting? Like, what does it look like? And if they're taking this type of photo of my product, is it going to help sell it? And if it's a grainy iPhone photo, then the answer is most likely no. So start to think about that. Maybe if you have a DSLR camera or any good quality camera, really, start to use that. Maybe get a Samsung, because they have better cameras. And that's actually something I'm going to be doing. Or, you know, I'm sure that you have at least one friend that's into photography. Reach out to them, ask them if they can help you out to get some photos, and start up a bank of good quality photos that you can use. That would be number 3. Number 4, ask yourself, am I providing value? So a lot of people have Instagram accounts that are just selfie, 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 no content in the caption, just pictures of themselves. There are some instances where this is like a good idea, and that would be for someone who's absolutely a 10 out of 10, ridiculously good looking, and people just want to see pictures of them because they are so beautiful or so attractive. And you know, you will find some of those people that have millions and millions of followers, and it's just pictures of their ass, for instance, or you know, of them in really fashionable clothes and things like that, just looking really beautiful. That's fine if that's the direction that you want to go in, but if being in the fitness industry, if you can provide value, for instance, the photo that you post is one of you training, you know, in the caption, chuck in your workout. What did you do in your workout? Maybe put a tip in there for how to target a certain muscle group. Maybe a photo is a picture of your food, talk about the macros in it, all that sort of thing. So that stuff's really helpful, and it actually helps you to build your following and your influence. People start to relate and trust you, and they like the information that you are giving across. It's not just posting photos of yourself. That would be tip number 4. Moving along, number 5, do I love and want to endorse this brand? This is really important, because I've found that some of the best agreements that we have in the company that I work for with the athletes are with those that absolutely love the brand. They are constantly posting up photos of the products, they're talking about it all the time, they're talking to their friends, they're going above and beyond what's asked of them because they just absolutely love the products. So that and that goes with any kind of sponsorship. Going above and beyond what you are asked shows enthusiasm and shows commitment to the brand, and that's really going to help. So that's another thing to ask yourself. Do you love and want to endorse a brand? Because this is your face behind it, and this is, you are telling people to use this product, so you better believe in it. Otherwise people aren't going to trust you anymore after they go out and buy it and they realize that it's really not great. Moving on to the things that don't matter. Many emails that I get they read something like this. Hi, I really want to be sponsored by your brand because I'm about to compete and I like going to the gym. I go 6 days a week and I have a really good coach and I think that I'm going to win my next competition, and I really want this brand to help me to get to where I want to be. That is one of the worst types of emails that you can send. That email says, me, help me because I want to get somewhere. And I know that I can understand how someone would think that that would be a good email to send. You're trying to speak about how great you are and let the company know that the reasons why they should be affiliated with you. But at the end of the day, what the company really wants to know is what type of exposure can you bring and how many sales can you bring in? Because there are many people out there that have won competitions, that have great coaches, that have a good physique, that go to the gym 6 days a week, that are going to be a personal trainer. You have to stand out. You have to have a good reason for that company to have faith in you and want to work with you. So that's that's an email that I get pretty much daily, and you know, that's partly the reason why I'm making this video, because I want to help you guys to know that that's not the way to go about it. And that is pretty much what everyone sends. So consider all these things that I've been speaking about. So yeah, I'm just running through the list, things that don't matter. Competitions that you've done, who your coach is, how many times a week you train, that you're gonna do a PT course, that you have influence in your gym. You've got your mates that listen to you and they'll buy whatever you tell them. At the end of the day, that's to you probably sounds like a really good thing, but you may have 5 mates in the gym that are going to buy from this company, and it might be once. That's 5 sales. Whereas opposed to someone that has, say, 20,000 followers, their reach is extremely bigger than what yours is, and their influence is probably a lot higher, being that they have a lot of people following them. They probably have a lot of people that are interested in what they're talking about, and they have influence over them. So to a company that I know it sucks and you think no one cares about Instagram followers, like it's not real life, but it's business. And if you can help the company to grow and to have more exposure and bring in more sales, then that is what's going to get you a sponsorship. The last thing that I want to touch on actually that really you need to consider also is, do you have the look that suits the company? If you're someone that is fully inked up, lots of piercings, really muscular, you're not going to get a sponsorship with a brand like Lorna Jane, for instance, because that's not who they are. And why would you want to represent that brand anyway? Because that's not who you are. So consider that as well. So to finish up, I'll just recap everything. It's business. It's a business agreement. Consider what you can bring to the company. All the things that we spoke about in the email that I get usually, you know, the people are PTs, that they compete in, they have great coaches, they're really promising athletes. All those things are really great. They're great things to have in a person. But at the end of the day, you need to have the numbers, you need to have the exposure, and you need to be able to bring in sales. You need to have an influence on your community at a large scale, because companies can already reach a large number of people. What they need is people who have influence to endorse their brand to help them get more exposure. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to get out. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm sure that once I stop filming this, I'm going to realize there's things that I've missed. So potentially I may make a blog one day about it, just write an article so that I can cover anything extra. Yeah, so I wish you guys all the best. Please consider everything I've said before you go ahead and send an email to a company. One last thing I'll add before I go. If you want to be associated with a brand that you're not, please make sure that you're using their products. Please make sure that you love and endorse the brand. And a really good way to get in is to use it, post about it, endorse it already before you even contact them, because then when they actually investigate and they go onto your account, they can see you've posted these photos. They have an idea of what type of content that you can provide and what sort of reaction you get from your followers already. So bonus tip, last minute, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video, and I apologize it's taken so long. I've been really busy. Stay in touch and peace out till next time.